Good morning. I'm ready to begin the clock reaction experiment. I got all the materials needed. Let me show them to you. Okay, right here we got everything needed for solution A. We got our vitamin C, iodine, our two receptacles where everything's going to be mixed. For solution B, hydrogen peroxide, our cornstarch, and then two other receptacles where the solution is going to be mixed. Now we got our measuring container, and then our water, and then a strainer in order to get rid of all those materials that are not able to be dissolved. Let me begin by crushing our two vitamin C, pills that we have. Okay, just got done. Important part is to crush those bigger pieces. I still have some that are bigger, but for the most part, everything looks good. Liters of water to our cup that had the vitamin C, and I'm gonna mix. Now, here's a strainer. Now that I've taken out the bigger chunks, I'm gonna add my iodine to the first solution. Okay. 30 milliliters. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna top it off with 50 milliliters of 428 milliliters. So it was more like 328 on top of the 60 milliliters of water. Now for solution B, taking a little bit of cornstarch, this much. Now I'm going to be placing 350 milliliters of water. About there, that was 250. And now I'm going to mix. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna place it in the microwave, and in that way it'll dissolve a lot better. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be adding 150 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide to solution B. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix the two solutions, and what we should see is a color change. Right off the bat, I can see that something might not be right, since this solution is supposed to be clear, but it's yellow, and that might not give us the results we were hoping for. But let's see what happens. I'll pour this one first. Pour about an equal amount of this other solution. let's see what happens. I'm gonna mix it just to help speed up the process. Okay, nothing has happened.
Yeah, we're gonna let it sit for 2 more minutes and see if we can.
Okay, after 2 more minutes, nothing has happened. So something went wrong. Don't know exactly what, but we'll stop there. Well, I have good news. It did change color. It took a little bit longer, about a minute and a half longer. A good thing I still have a little bit left over. I'm gonna mix these two, and so I'm gonna leave it recording. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna increase the temperature of both solutions. I'm going to put them in the microwave. Hopefully nothing happens to this one. I know this one will be fine if it's in the microwave. And then I'll mix them, and that should increase the rate in which both solutions will come and have that chemical reaction we're seeking, okay? Now they're both hot, and we're gonna mix them. See it? Yay. There it is. Now let's look at what actually happened during the experiment. I'll be borrowing the chemical reactions shown in the video that we were asked to watch before performing this experiment. There are actually 2 chemical reactions going on at the same time when you combine the solutions. You can think of it as competing reactions. During these reactions, 2 forms of iodine are created, the elemental form and the ion form. In reaction number 1, iodine ions react with hydrogen peroxide to produce iodine element, which is blue in the presence of starch. But before that all can happen, vitamin C quickly reacts and consumes the elemental iodine. The end result, at least for part of the time, is that the solution remains colorless with excess iodide ions being present. After a short time, as the reactions keep proceeding in this fashion, vitamin C gets gradually used up. Once the vitamin C is used up, the solution turns blue because now the iodine element and starch are present.